Hey everybody, this is Ilea, aka Meloranda Adela. Hey everybody, how you doing? My love bugs, my ladybugs, and my love bugs. How y'all doing? um, I am down today. Not down. Well, I'm down emotionally too, but not spiritually down. Just emotional because I'm in pain and trying to get used to being in pain again. I haven't been in this much pain in so long. If you hear a lot of thumping around and stuff, that's my neighbor. People do not have respect. When you live in a apartment, you might get some people that might move above you that are respectful, or they quiet naturally, or they don't have children. This young lady has children, and they're under 2 years old, or two and under. With there's only two of them, and sometimes she has more than that, but most of the time it's just the two. And they last night they shook my apartment. That's how loud and they were running across the floor, and they have wooden floors upstairs. I have carpet, and I have a single gentleman that lives downstairs that works practically around the clock, and I have my grandkids, my son, and everything here, and I keep them under control. But um, I feel like when you live in an apartment building, you have to have a different kind of etiquette than living in a house. So when you know you have children and you're moving into an apartment, especially if you are living with kids in a one bedroom, because I have my son in a one bedroom. I showed you all the tour of it, and of my apartment. It's fairly medium size. Is a good size. I have given him my room a couple of times, but my neighbor below me room is there, which that is a one bedroom. And I just feel like when my grandkids and my son are playing together, that's a little bit too much for him, especially when he works as much as he does and deserves to have the relaxation that he deserves. I got on here for Benji. I got on here for some very important specific reasons, and that this one is one of them. So, Benji, stop. So, I just feel like there is a difference between living in a house and living in an apartment. And when you know that you have children and they're rambunctious or they're really young, and you're looking for a place to live, you should not move in an apartment building that has older people in it, and also who there's barely any kids in the building. There's barely any kids in the building now. I think my neighbor across the hall has kids, and she's got control over her kids. I did hear my neighbor downstairs, that's on the other side of my neighbor that's across from him, tell me that been a couple of times where it's been kind of loud, but most of all, it's pretty decent. So, um, but my neighbor is above me. I have complained about her. I've talked to her personally. I talked to her mom personally. I didn't bang on the floor, me on the ceiling, and I didn't did everything I possibly could. Am I gonna cause beef between me and my neighbor? No, I'm not. I mean, her kids are under two, and I did try to bend a little bit and go ahead and get my office, but my health deteriorated really quickly once I got in there, and now I'm back home. So I don't know quite what to do, but I can tell you guys the etiquette of living in an apartment with children is keeping control of your children when you know there are other people that lives beside you, above you, below you. And if you're on the top floor, you know that you have to be more conscious of how you sound when you walking across the floor. This woman wakes up at 6:30 in the morning and she's walking hard like she's 600 pounds, and she's not big. Like she walks across the floor like she's 600 pounds, and sometimes I'll be thinking like, and I know it couldn't be, but I be thinking like maybe she's doing this on purpose, because I've talked to her on several different occasions on a nice level. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to, and I think that that's what she knows. That I'm not that person that will just come out and just start blatantly being mean to you, because I talked to you on several different occasions. My neighbor before her, me and her fell out because I called the police on her, because I have talked to her on many occasions to calm down on the noise. And we were friends at first. And because I lashed out, it caused us to have friction before she moved out. I'm still here. So now I have a new neighbor, and she is actually 2 times worse than my first neighbor when I moved in here. So I don't know what to do. I don't. Because I know what the respect factor is for living in an apartment. And I know what the respect factor is and the etiquette for living in a house. You pretty much have the freedom to do what you want in your house. I mean, as far as, kids running around and making noise and stuff like that. Now, as far as your radio is concerned, I've had numerous accounts where I have played my music pretty loud. But I have a time, maybe about an hour I might let it play, or 45 minutes, nothing more than that, between those 2 times. But I don't go excessively. I don't do it at night. Like if I'm gonna turn my radio on, it's like 7, 8, or maybe 9. Not very often. Like Friday nights, I will play until 12 o'clock. Or on a weekday, I might play until 10. If I could turn it on at 9, I'm playing until 10. If I turn it on at 7, I'm playing until 10. But on weekends, I might play until 12, depending on the atmosphere and how it is. My neighbor's got my telephone number. My upstairs neighbor don't have my telephone number. And the reason why is because if they don't have the etiquette to even respect what I have asked and told them that I do for a living, why would I give you my telephone number and you might cuss me out for trying to be nice enough to call you on the phone and say, hey, you're a little loud. Can you calm down a little bit? Because I am trying to work, or I don't want the sound in my videos, or, sometimes I could come off wrong. And believe me, my kids will tell you. I can be really, really using, it's the tone in my voice sometimes. I can tell you that. How I use my words. I can tell you that. And it can be misunderstood when I'm really not trying to get at you. It's just I'm irritated at this point, and it comes through my body language and my voice and my, this. Is not intended. The words are not intended to attack you. This is, I'm irritated because I'm tired of explaining myself, and I shouldn't have to. I mean, literally, I shouldn't have to explain myself every single time I'm doing something. Now, I want to get off of that because I feel like I'm about to trigger myself, and I don't want to trigger myself. I'm venting enough, and I don't want to get into the point of showing too much physical emotion because I'm in pain right now. but I want to release a lot of this stress off my body because stress brings on illness. So I'm kind of stressed out right now because I lost my apartment. Sorry. I mean, not lost my apartment, I lost my office because of the fact I didn't want to cause a war. I did not want to cause a war in the area that I was in because everybody that was in that area is younger than me. And I'm starting to see where younger people just don't want to listen to older people no more for hurtful, traumatized reasons. We don't have a book that shows us how to be parents, that shows us how to be an adult. But we do have a book. And we do have a God that we need to serve so we can be better people. But when you don't read the Bible, you don't pray, you don't have a personal relationship, you don't commune, you don't allow God to be first in your life, drama will follow you. Drama, trauma. And then you can transfer all that stuff off on innocent folks like a bullet. My oldest daughter goes through a lot. She really does. And I'm part of the reason why she goes through a lot. Because I'm not tolerating a lot of stuff, and I deserve to have the respect that she deserves. I do. And she do for me, and I do for her. But she got a limit, and I don't, because she's my daughter. But because of some frictions and stuff that we've been through throughout the years, she puts a limit on everyone except for her friends. I told you, I got a lot to talk about. I've been sick for over a month now, physically hurting because of this fibromyalgia. And I've been doing pretty good for months. I mean, to the point where this pandemic, I have not been admitted to the hospital but once. And it wasn't because of pain. It was because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I think I had an asthma attack or something. And I had to stay in the hospital overnight. And then it turned into like 2-3 days because I had another attack. And they transferred me out to Parma, I think it was. But since the pandemic started and I now got past the COVID and everything, I really haven't I've been managing my pain pretty well. Now I am in full blown pain where it travels. It's traveling every day through my body some kind of way. Like yesterday, it was in my legs and my back and my neck. Now it's my neck and my arm. The other day, it was my back and my legs. Then a few weeks ago, I thought I threw my back out. Then I didn't. It was just the fibromyalgia attacking me. I have to say, you guys, the deeper I get into my spiritual life, the more attacks I get. And the devil don't have no tricks. You keep using this stuff that I'm not delivered from. And remember that. You have to remember the devil don't have new tricks. If you think you are delivered from one area of your life and it has not hit you to see if you are delivered for real, um, the devil is going to use it, and you're going to be tested, and you may pass or fail. And guess what? I failed because this pain ain't gone nowhere. And to be truthful, I got off of my diet thinking I was okay. I was gonna be fine. I could go back to drinking my Pepsi. I could go back to drinking a little bit, not a whole lot. I could go back to eating a little meat, not a whole lot. But my body needs to stay with the program. I'm not built for junk food. I'm not built for meats. I mean, I can't say that I'm technically vegan because I cannot go without some protein. I mean, broccoli and all that has protein. Plant-based has protein. It's just the amount of protein that you put in. Now, protein is only in animals because of the vegetables that is fed to them. And then along with the steroids and everything else that they put in their food. So, come on. So with all the stuff, the preservatives and all that stuff that they put in the food, and to keep it preserved enough for you to be able to eat it with an expiration date and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not going in all of that. I can't eat that stuff. My body gets inflamed. My nervous system gets inflamed, and my body just goes out of whack. I am very, very sensitive to glutens. I can't do gluten. I ate some ice cream the other day. Knowing I'm in pain, ate ice cream the other day, and I'm paying for it. I haven't had ice cream in months. And all of a sudden, I decided to eat this Klondike bar, and I've been paying for it ever since. So, I went off my diet, and it's my natural diet. It's not something I just chose to do. I listen to my body and I take away the things that makes me sick. I haven't had any problems with my diabetes since I started that diet, so my numbers are still okay. Um, but I made a conscious decision to go ahead. You see, I changed the subject. I made a conscious decision to go ahead and just leave Pepsi alone. Had to give a little moment of silence. Oh my God. I have to get rid of pop. I have to stick with my waters and my real juices. And my herbal teas. We're not talking about no doggone Lipton tea. I'm talking about real herbal teas. This tea is turmeric and peach. Okay, so um, I got another one that's cinnamon and berry, some kind of berry, mulberry or something like that. It's supposed to be beneficial. Though I have beneficial teas. I do not drink just regular tea with caffeine in it. I still drink my coffee, but I drink it at a scheduled time. And I have a whole box of the little single pack, the little single thing, and I have a little single machine that, I get a cup out of it, and I think that box will last me until summertime. If nobody else come along and want to drink it too. But I gotta stick to my teas and my water and my real juices without the preservatives and all that stuff in it. And the only other delight that I could have is probably the sweet tea. Yeah. But I could probably make my own sweet tea by using my beneficial teas and making my own sweet tea, which this one is pretty good to make as a sweet tea with the honey and not sugar. So yeah. And then guava. I do guava. I got this other sugar. I can't think of the name of it right now. Uh, Trivia or something. Trivia. Okay, whatever. But I use that too. I cannot cook my vegetables. I can't cook my I can't cook nothing. Um, as far as my son is concerned, I want to get him used to what I'm doing and to make it easier for me as far as feeding him because it's just me and him. And then I want my kids to be more supportive of this because when my grandkids come over, I literally they want chicken nuggets and quick foods, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that for them. But I feel like I have to tell them if they're gonna bring their kids over because I literally gonna have 3 different refrigerators here. I'm gonna have the major refrigerator full of this stuff for everybody. The middle one is gonna be for me and my vegetables and my fruits and stuff because I need that. I need my own refrigerator. And then the smaller one will be for when the kids are here and Sam might want to go outside of himself and go out of the program and want something more. But it'll be for where they can get to it and I don't have to cook it because I really don't want to touch that stuff. I'm not even going to lie because it's tempting. And I don't, you're not supposed to be tempting yourself. And that's written too. That's written too biblically. You don't purposely just set out to tempt yourself. And God don't, is not tempted. So why would you tempt yourself? So I don't understand. So I'm not vegan, but I'm taking away the meat. And I'm going into being into my raw fruit and vegetables with my teas and my water and making sweet tea if I have to and buying sweet tea. But no pops, none, no carbonated, nothing. As much as I would love to have carbonated, I cannot. Um, the other thing, and this is stuff I've been watching on YouTube, and this is what's happening to me. Of course, I don't know how I did this, but they stopped for a little while there, and I come to find out that they came after my daughters too. Um, I don't know about anybody else, but they did come after my daughters, and my daughters are not on social media to become famous or anything like that. They just like putting videos up and of them going out and having fun and this, that, and the third. Me, I put videos up because I'm trying to show my talents and also, show people, that I could do work for them if they want me to do any editing for them. Um, and I do charge. I might start out cheap and get expensive down the road. But it starts off slow, like, and then as the more we work, the more money we make. The more money I make, and the more money you're gonna get out of what I do. And then I'm studying how to do my graphics designs on my other computer. There's a lot on my third computer that I had before I got these 2 computers. So I don't want to get rid of that one because there's information in that one and pictures and stuff that I really need. And if I want to make videos, I can make videos on that one or make one on the one I'm on right now. And this one I don't make videos on. I did one time for a commercial I did. That's because I didn't need anybody to be in it. It's just a commercial I did to, showcase my church. And then the church that I go to, and I'm under. And then going back to what I was getting ready to get into. I was watching this morning about yesterday. Yes, it started yesterday. Illuminati. 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 There's a lot of fake stuff going on out here. I swear on everything I love. And if you don't recognize fake between fake and real, you can get caught up in a lot of stuff. And because I know the Illuminati is not going to come out and just be like chasing you through social media, trying to get you to become Illuminati. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. This is almost, no, this is a secret society, and they kind of lure you in manipulatively, playing mind games. They just don't come on your social media and stalk you and keep stalking you until you go ahead and just say forget it. Okay, I told my daughter about it when they first came on my Instagram, and she was like, "Mom, that's not real." And then I thought about it for a little while, and then they kept coming at me, kept coming at me, kept coming at me. And my youngest daughter was like, "Oh, they do the same thing to me." And I'm like, okay, so something's not right here. So I have did my little research and everything. And I have family members, and my family members told me some stuff, and they're no longer with me. So, I mean, on this earth, but they told me some stuff, and I know what Illuminati does, and this they're not gonna chase you. They're not gonna stalk you. They're watching you. Oh yeah, they're watching you. So let me tell you this, okay? They're watching everybody. They're watching the weakest person in the whole world right now. If you weak and you think that you can't get nowhere because of this, that, and the third, or you feel down on yourself, you feel like you don't have no friends, or you already entertaining them. You're already entertaining them. Just letting you know. This is real talk. You're already entertaining them. Okay? There's a lot of people that's in the Illuminati. I'm not even gonna lie. They are rich, they are famous, or semi-famous, or they got where they wanted to be, and now they are happy, go lucky, but they're trapped. You know what I'm saying? They're trapped. And then they gotta put on these airs. And I was watching this morning. I'm gonna get back to what I saw yesterday. I was watching this morning how Chris Brown is on social media talking about how he sold sold to the devil and this, that, and the third. And he's tired of it. And for the first time in his whole life, he heard God. You better start listening to God. If God spoke to you and you were born into this, the Illuminati stuff, and you're in through birth, and you heard God's voice, He's giving you the key to get out before you kill yourself. Because He said if He was not the person that He is, in the strength that He has, He would have been blown his brains out because of what He has to go through all the time. And then I was listening to a channel, and I'm not going to go into the name. I watch them. I'm subscribed to them. And I listen to them because they do have a lot to say. And they got receipts on a lot of things. But at the same time, who are we as people? Who are we to judge anyone when all of us, not some of us, even the most innocent person in the world, like myself, I got skeletons in my closet that I am not proud of, but I try to bring them out slowly, okay? Because a lot of people can't take that. You've been this sweet, innocent lady, and now you're bringing out stuff little by little, and you can't even handle the little stuff that I'm bringing out. So I got a video that I'm researching on now because I have this diagnosis, And I've been misdiagnosed for years, but I got a wonderful, wonderful therapist. And I don't take psych meds and stuff like that. I used to, and that crap almost killed me. So we're not even. I got side effects is not my. I can't do side effects. I can't do them. That's just not my thing. I'm not doing side effects. And I be feeling like I'm about to die, and then I blow up into this big balloon, and I can't take it. So I learned how to cope through my therapist. My therapist has been helping me for years now. I do have my blow up moments. I do have my shutdown moments. I still have those moments. But I learned how to do it in a direction where I cannot harm somebody else. Now, if you keep coming for me, I'm going to get irritated. I'm going to say what I got to say, but you're going to misunderstand everything that comes out my mouth. And and because of the way I come at you with it, because of the way you come after me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to come after you. Literally, I'm not. I'm not. Period. It's just I'm irritated to the point where you just keep grabbing and you keep reaching and you keep pulling and you keep I mean, I used to be a yes person all the time. All the time, yes, 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 yes. Okay, 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 okay. Now that I learned how to say no, I can't get people to take my no for no. And you just keep going until you feel like you're going to get a yes out of me. You're not going to get a yes out of me. You can't send nobody to get a yes out of me. Nobody can get a yes out of me if I don't want to do it. It's a no. Hell no, no. No, baby, no. Just no. And I'm comfortable with saying no now. I'm sorry that you feel like I'm picking on you or something like that. But I'm not picking on nobody. And then you want to send other people to tell so you can get the same no? It's only been one time in the last couple of weeks that this particular person came to me to ask me the same thing. I just didn't feel like going through the aggravation. So you go through somebody else that you think I care more about, which I care about these two the same, okay? It's just one is more sensitive than the other. And I can't help that the communication skills between the both of them are different. Okay? One looks at me and feels for me, and the other one looks at me, yeah, she feels for me, but she still she still want what she wanted. And because I've been saying yes all this time up until a couple of years ago, now it's a problem for me saying no. Hell no. And now it's really no because my body is out of whack. I went off my program and now my body is screwed. It's screwed. I'm really going through it. I'm getting hit. And the only person I'm responsible for right now is my son. I have 100% custody of that boy. And I have to force myself to get up to make sure he's doing the right things when I have to lay in the bed and rest. All I did last night was lay in my bed and rest. I might have dozed off and woke right back up. But I at least I laid there and rested. I get restless sometimes where I can't keep still, but right now my body is so messed up. I got to stay still. Like right now, sitting right here, my neck is killing me, and I should be laying down talking to you guys from my bed instead of sitting up here with my neck messed up. I have the degenerative disc disease in my neck, and I have it in my lower back, practically to my tailbone. And it's hard when you have fibromyalgia messing with your nerves to make you believe that your neck is out, your back is out, and it's not. It's the fibromyalgia messing with the nerves that's messing with the the disc in my neck and my back. So I thought my back went out a couple of weeks ago, and it didn't. But it was so hard to move, and it's still hard to move now. I feel like I have boulders in my body. So trying to move around, I can't even move anything. My arm, like I have micro tears in my arm. They're permanent micro tears in my arm from me being a nursing assistant working in a nursing home, and my resident decided he didn't want to go to bed, so he mustered up enough strength with another person being in the room that did not save me. I want to say a name that is really bad, but the witch did not help me at all. She let this man grab me, throw me up against a wall. I slid down the wall in so much pain. I could hear my arm, I thought it was crushing. Okay? He landed on me like a wrestler down my arm. And I mean, he literally was fighting me. Like, I didn't fight him back. I couldn't fight him back. I'm at work. I'm in a nursing home. And we were taught not to fight our residents. We can't do that. It's abuse when you return the favor, so to speak. I did not fight back. I let this man tear my butt up. So I get up. My arm is killing me. I could barely even pick my arm up. I thought maybe I broke it or something, but me being the workaholic that I am, I said I'm going to finish out my shift and then I'll go to the hospital. And I can hear the tears in my arm. The more I'm trying to work, I'm hearing the tears in my arm, the muscles just tearing away from my shoulder. Like, I'm like, I've never heard that sound in my entire life. And this ear right here, I cannot hear out of, but you can hear stuff inside of you happening to you from, I guess, the vibrations or whatever that was happening on this side. And I gotta go get this ear checked anyway because I lost more of my hearing, and I don't know if it's more the fact that I need it cleaned out, or I did lose some hearing. So it's a lot going on. I talk loud naturally because I can't hear. So when I get aggravated and irritated, it sounds like I'm yelling and screaming, but I didn't went up an octave because I'm irritated, not because I'm yelling and screaming. Now when I get to the point like that, like I want to go the off, okay? Yeah, I'm yelling at that point. But if I'm irritated, like I'm irritated right now, and I'm naturally just talking, everybody wants to say, "Stop yelling at me. Why are you yelling?" I'm not yelling. That's yelling. But I'm not yelling. You'll get that. But I'm naturally talking, and it sounds like I'm yelling, and it's not me yelling. I used to get in so many arguments, so misunderstood. I'm like, you can't understand that I can't hear out of one ear. So you think that I'm being loud to you because you and your feelings? I got a thing for that. I might be spiritual, but I'm real about mine. Okay? I'm real about mine. I didn't say religious. Religious people hold their tongue. I'm not holding my tongue. Fuck your feelings. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. If you don't give a damn about mine, I don't give a damn about yours. Especially when you're being insensitive to my needs. Fuck your feelings. You mad? Because you can't understand the words coming out of my mouth? Because you can't understand that I'm in pain and I'm irritated and it might come off wrong what I'm saying? Because of the fact that I'm in pain? You can sit up there and say there's no excuse for it. That's a lie. I'm in pain. Fibromyalgia is not a it's not an excuse. It's not. But the pain that I feel like I could have a heart attack and die from, because that's how bad my pain is. My heart is beating out my chest right now. I'm in so much pain. My blood pressure is up because I'm in so much pain. But you want to get mad at me because I'm loud? Because I'm irritated? I'm not yelling. I'm irritated because I'm irritated that I'm going through this. I wish I never got hit by that truck. I wish I'd never gone through that. I wish, but it's done. It's nothing I could do about it. I gotta handle it. And I did. I went to the doctor yesterday because I'm tired of the pain. So now I have to take awkward therapy and go to a chiropractor. I gotta go to a chiropractor. They're gonna do acupunctures and massages, and I gotta do what I have to do until I can get to the ketamine infusions. That will start in the fall. Okay? I'll be back on that again. But until then, my body is on 10,000. What's your pain level? 1 to 10. 10,000. People die in this much pain. I can't deal with my pain right now because I haven't had it in so long. I forgot what it felt like. I stay in pain every day, some kind of way. It's either my leg is hurting because I had surgery on my leg and it didn't go quite the way I wanted it to go. So now I deal with the pain in my leg from, I got metal in my knees. I got a knee replacement. My other leg hurt because I use it more than to substitute the pain, the balance of my, the imbalance of my other leg. Ugh. Y'all got to understand something. Just because a lot of these people are on YouTube and they got their channels and stuff, you don't know what really happens after the camera go off. You don't. You don't know what happens after this camera go off. You don't know the whole story unless they tell you. I sit here in my chair doing my commentary, my editing, all my stuff in a chair. You will not get me standing up in no platform at all. I don't stand up in my Facebook. I don't stand up on TikTok. I don't stand up here. I don't stand up because I can't do it. Not that I can't do it. I can. It's just I know my limit to what I can do. Am I limited? No. It's just I give my body a break. So I wouldn't have to endure after the camera is done the disabilities that I deal with in such an enhanced way. I'm never going to be limited, ever. People that put can't all around them all the time, I put can't in it as a word. And not to limit myself, because there is no limit to what I could do through the strength of God. Okay? If God put it in me, I can do it. There's no can't in it. It's a yes all the time, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Because if He put it in you, He equipped you all the time to do it. No matter what your disabilities are. Right now, this arm right here, I cannot lift all the way up. Can't lift all the way up to do my own hair. I have not done my hair in almost 2 weeks. This is why I wear a bonnet. So now, what's your excuse for wearing a bonnet? If you are able-bodied and you're wearing a bonnet day in and day out with no excuse, You need to start doing your hair. Go get your hair done. There's ways of doing stuff. Okay? If you don't want to do your hair, cut it off. If you want to, don't want to cut it off, go get some dreads. Twist it up. Have somebody do it for you. Then all you got to do is just throw it around, throw it in a bun, do something. But wearing a bonnet for no apparent reason is unacceptable. I wear a bonnet because I cannot lift my arm over my head. I can reach above my head, but to sit up there and just do, I can't even hold my head all the way down because my neck is messed up. So I have to, man, look, when the time comes and I get loosened up, believe me, I'm putting my faux locks back in. I love my faux locks, man. I'm putting my faux locks back in. I'm going to twist my hair back up. And I'm going to be nice again. Not that I'm not nice now, because I think I'm cute with my little bonnet. I try to find stuff that fits my personality. So, my bonnet is beautiful, y'all. It's long. Like I got long hair. I hear about that short. And I'm proud to say that because I take pride in my hair. And I'm not going to walk around looking like somebody's idiot with my hair all over my head or some half-baked damn afro. I don't wear makeup. I can't stand the stuff. Even with the hyperallergenic makeup, I still feel like something foreign on my face. I'll put my glosses on and stuff like that. I love gloss. I'll wear gloss until the cows come home. Put my little Vaseline on too. I even made my own gloss. I got 3 big bottles of the crap, all that I done made on my own that I wanted to put out as a product. Never got that up and running because the way that I want my bottle to look is expensive. And the ingredients that I use, it's expensive. So I have to be able, I'm still working on it, believe me. It's just, I want what I want, the way I want it, and it's going to be a good brand to have, okay? I haven't even figured out the name, but I know that I call myself Goddess. So, not that I'm calling myself God, don't come for me. We are gods. But I'm not serving me. I'm serving God. And there's a particular product that I want to put out, and it has to be put out the way that I want it. And it's expensive. It's not something that you just go out to Walgreens and pick up. And it's glittery. It's got little glittery little stuff in it. It's like putting diamonds on your lips, honey. So, and it makes your lips feel so good. And then it has a little peppermint to kind of, give you that tingly sensation. I know what I'm doing, okay? I am an entrepreneur. I'm slow about it, but I am an entrepreneur. It's taking me a while because I'm trying to push past my pain. That is my motto. Push past the pain. But you also gotta know what your body is telling. Listen to your body. Because I keep trying to put a limit on what I'm saying, and it's not a limit. Nothing is a limit. Your disability is not a limit. It's not a barrier. It's not, you can't, you won't. It's just you won't do it. You choose not to do it. I don't choose not, I choose not to be around people. I can't stand people working with me. No, not as my business. I don't have business partners. I have family. That's enough right there of a business, natural business partner right there. That will tear your behind from limb to limb if they don't believe in what you're doing. So guess what? I'm pretty much doing this on my own. But I do ask for help if I need help. Not that I'm trying to make you collab with me or take a percentage of or manage me, because I can manage myself with God's help. and the help of my family and the people that support me. The ones that truly support me. Okay? But I'm getting ready to end this video. I got a lot more to say, but be careful of fake Illuminatis out here. Because a true Illuminati is not going to come to your Instagram and your Facebook and any other platform to pull you in. They're going to friend you. And you're not going to know for a long time that this is what they're doing. They're going to just come under the radar, and all of a sudden you close your eyes and open your eyes and boom, it's right there. It's either you're born into it or you're pulled into it on a manipulation type scheme of things. So, I don't believe in people in this whole Illuminati coming after you on they don't stalk you. They're not desperate like that. They're not desperate like that. They're not desperate like that. They are not desperate like that. Be careful of manipulators out there. They claim that they these people, when the other people, the real true people of any walk of life that comes to pull you in or size you up to pull you in. Okay? And the only way that you get pulled in is if your self-esteem, the feelings about yourself, if you're not confident in yourself at all, or you just plain flat out greedy and just want more than what you're getting. That's just real talk right there. I gave you about an hour on myself, and I tried to be as short as possible, but I had to do a little venting, a little crying, a little, yelling, screaming, a little let you know the difference between me being loud and me being loud, So, and then talking about the etiquette of living in an apartment and talking about how you can be misunderstood by your kid. Your kid be thinking that you are picking on them and they're not. You're not. You just say no now. If you don't want to do something, you have the right to say no and understand that no means no. I'm limited right now. I know what my grandkids can do around me. Just because they don't do stuff around you, they do it to me. And I know what I have to do when they're here. I know what I have to go through with my son when everybody is here. When it's just me and my son, when it's just me and him, I yell sometimes. I get a little outside myself when he do little crazy things that normal kids would do. I get irritated because some of it goes a little overboard, and he has his own stuff that we deal with together. So my daughter told me I'm mean, I'm too rough on him. I'm strict. And I'm not allowing him to grow up to be disobedient. I'm not allowing him to be disrespectful. I'm not allowing a lot of stuff to come out of his mouth that ain't supposed to come out of his mouth as a kid. Even to the point where he becomes an adult. My kids say what they want to say, and I gave them that right to be voiceful even as kids. And I found that it kicked me in the ass later. So you gotta put some kind of respect on your name, and as a parent, and put the limitations of a kid to an adult on your kids so they can grow into adults and be respectful to parents. I mean, this is where the millennials and us that is different. Okay. We didn't like the way our parents was raising us. We got beat to death. We got beat down, toe up from the flow up. And a lot of us didn't do a lot of the things that these kids are doing now. These grown, want to be adults, but you are adults, but you're not acting like adults. So you out here, you still partying. Shit is going on out here. And we in a pandemic and we still can die. You could die from anything. You can walk out your house, get shot. You can walk across the street, get hit. It's so many different things, but to know that you are grown as hell and you're out here making babies sleeping with people and all kinds of stuff and not being responsible, and you think you are and you're not, okay? Stop putting the hardship on other people when you should be taking on that sacrifice for yourself. Because you sacrifice to have them, to carry them for 9 months and push them out. You need to sacrifice for the rest of your life for as long as these kids are irresponsible, not mature enough, or have the ability to know the difference between right and wrong as children. You're supposed to be teaching your kids how to be respectable adults, productive, positive adults. If you live a trauma filled life, you teaching your kids to be drama and trauma filled. Okay? So whatever you portraying in your life, expect your kids to portray the same thing. I did it. And I didn't purposely set out to do that. I did not. And my kids are so trauma and drama filled, it's crazy. I'm proud of them because a lot of the stuff that they have done and accomplished, I'm proud of them for it. But they still want to be out here. I have tried to be out here. It doesn't fit me. I tried to have friends to kick it with. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't. I'm a homebody. I like being at home. I love it. I like decorating my house. I like, keeping my house clean. I love my animals. I got 3 cats and a dog. The dog belongs to my daughter and my youngest daughter. The one cat belongs to my oldest daughter, and my other 2 cats my daughter found for me. I got rid of my other 2 cats and all the kittens, and guess what? I'm happy with my drama free zone. I'm still dealing with some of my traumas. I'm still being delivered from a lot of things. Okay? But as long as I keep the negativity out, and if you bring a negative to me, you automatically, as my children, as my children's friends, okay, that stresses me. So if you know that I'm easily stressed, don't bring that crap to me. I don't want it. I don't want it. We can sit down and talk. You can vent out your stuff. I stay out of your business now. I don't want to be in your business. Don't want to. Because it hurts me. It hurts me. But as a minister, your mama, I listen. And I don't try to add no extra nothing, because I didn't preach and teach long enough to my family to know what's right and what's wrong. And you already know, partying is not where it's at. Drinking and drugging is not where it's at. Okay? You want to keep waking up feeling the way you feel after it's all said and done, and then you still dealing with your same issues, your same stuff, and it still hasn't done nothing you said you was going to do, and you want to blame everybody and your childhood and all that stuff on everybody else, when it's your decision to make the decisions that you need to make for yourself, that is comfortable for you, that makes you happy, okay? Don't put your responsibilities off on nobody else, because nobody made that decision for you. You did. Own your shit. Period. And that goes for everybody out here. Own your own shit. Stop blaming everybody for you and what you choose to do. Okay? We all made mistakes in how to raise children. We all made mistakes in the rights and the wrongs of life, period. In our lives, other people's lives, everything. But it's taking ownership of it is the problem. Nobody takes ownership for their shit. You want to blame mama for hitting you. You want to blame daddy for cussing you out. You want to blame grandma and grandpa and everybody else. But what did you made the decision. You did that. Jesus loves you, and so do I. I may not like your ways, but I love you anyway, babe. I love you anyway. In Jesus' name, own your shit. And I will talk to you later. All right? Be blessed. Bye.